There's a stand-on vessel and a give-way vessel. The responsibilities of the give-way vessel, that's simple. They give way. They just get out of the way. The stand-on vessel maintains your course and speed unless the give-way vessel is not moving out of the way in enough time to avoid a collision. Then the stand-on vessel must move, take evasive action to avoid a collision. We need to know which tack we're on and which tack the other boat is on to know who's stand on and give way. The port side of the boat is the left side of the boat looking forward from the cockpit, and the starboard side is the right side. So the wind is attacking the port side of our boat. That means we're on a port tack. On this boat we're coming up to, the wind is attacking their starboard side, so they are on a starboard tack. Think of the STA in starboard for stand on. They stand on and we're on a port tack, so we give way and steer behind them. Two sailboats meeting head on. The first thing I think about with all these scenarios, situations on the water, is which tack am I on? We're on a port tack. The wind's attacking the port side of our boat, so we would give way. The boat coming towards us, they're on a starboard tack. They're stand on. The wind is attacking the starboard side of their boat. Starboard is stand on, port is give way. We have two sailboats side by side here. We are sailing next to Jack. Jack is closer to the wind than we are. He's on the windward side of us. The wind is getting him first. So he's the windward boat. We're the leeward boat. There's two sailboats on the same tack. So we would be the stand-on boat, and he would have to give way to us because he's to the windward side. There's another sailboat over there. Looks like we're going to be well clear, not have an issue, but let's just talk this scenario through. So we know who's stand on and who's give way. But we want to know what tack we're on and what tack that boat's on. We're on a starboard tack. That's the starboard side of the boat up there. The wind is attacking the starboard side of the boat, pushing the sails out to port. We are windward of that boat over there, so that means we are further upwind. We're closer to the wind than he is. So the windward boat would give way to a leeward boat. So with two boats on the same tack, the windward boat gives way to the leeward boat. We are the windward boat, and that is the leeward boat. We are closer to the wind. And now it looks like we are sailing faster than him and we're overtaking him. So the rule of the road for that's the top of the list. Nobody shall impede the overtake-in vessel. We are doing the overtaking, we are passing, and he is the overtake-in vessel. So we are overtaking him. Says the only time a sailboat would give way to a power-driven recreational boat. So here we're under sail, and we just overtook this sailboat behind us that's motoring. So even if you're under sail, if you're going faster than a power-driven vessel and you pass them, you have to give way to them. Let's take a look at this list of the hierarchy of vessels so we can determine which type of vessel is stand on or give way. A mnemonic rhyme to help you remember this is overnight rooms for sale plus supper. If we start at the top of the list here, take a look at O, that's for overtaken. Nobody shall impede the overtaken vessel. So a sailboat under sail passing a motorboat has to give way to that motorboat. N is for not under command. So due to some exceptional circumstance, you're unable to maneuver your boat. This would be, say, your rudder fell off. R, that's for restricted ability to maneuver due to the nature of your work. Think of a tug and a barge dredging a channel, a workboat laying underwater cable, maybe a boat doing some underwater welding next to a bridge. Restricted in their ability to maneuver due to the nature of their work. F is for fishing. This is a commercial fishing boat. Nets, lines, gear out. Having their gear out and engaged is hindering their ability to maneuver. This is not a sport fishing boat or a center console. recreational fishing boat. This is a commercial fishing vessel with their gear engaged. S for sailboat, it's just that's our sailboats. Sails up, engine off, engine is not engaged, just being propelled by sail. If you take a look at this list, whichever vessel you are, you give way to everybody above you. Here's P for power. Any vessel that's being propelled by machinery that's not not involved in work. Could be a sailboat if its engine is on and engaged. It's a power-driven vessel. Your recreational power boats. It could be a commercial fishing boat that's just motoring from one location to another one, not actively involved in fishing. S for seaplane. They have to give way to everybody above them on the list here. Think of a plane flying around above you. You're not looking up in the sky for a vessel you need to maneuver around. They need to watch out for you and make sure their landing is clear.